fun for me. So as you can see, I made a new intro with my baby. We kind of let like the first week of December kind of like bypass us real quickly. Like we just had a lot of stuff going on, so we just decided not to vlog. But welcome to Case Castle, where nobody's higher than you. My name is Cookie, and I am back with another video. As I said, today is Vlogmas day number 1 for us, so this will be up later on today. So just to update you guys, oh, my hair is a mess. Let me get my hair done. Just to update you guys, baby is growing big, as you can see. I have on a support belt right now because of the way that he is sitting and stuff, and how heavy my belly is for me. It kind of like hurts. But just to give you guys a little review of something, as you can see, we decorated the house a little bit. I don't have my lights on right now because I'm not about to do all of that extra stuff. And plus, I got a light bill, girl. Boys, I ain't about to, So what I'm about to do, Bay is currently at work right now, so I am going to wrap her gift. So I'm gonna do that. I really just honestly not got off of work, but yes, I got off of work. But I started a new stay-at-home job, especially with this pandemic going on. With this pandemic going on, you don't. I just want to be sure of myself and my child, my unborn child, and I really honestly don't want to risk myself. Me and Babe has already got tested for COVID. We were both negative. This will be my second time getting tested for COVID. Babe's first time. And, trust me, honey, it is not fun. I do recommend that you guys get tested because, just to be on the safe side. As you know, they said that you could possibly not have symptoms and still have COVID, and go from there, because you want to make sure that you are not around someone who has it, or if you have it or have symptoms of having it, you don't want to like be around them, because I know that every day things is changing, especially with COVID, so you never know. I need to find my tape that I had. I had some tape for myself. Oh, I want to show you guys this. So baby's closet is coming together. Let me back up some. Hold on, let me back you up some. But baby's thing is coming together. He has some diapers right here. Or is that wipes? No, wipes right here. Diapers right here. So I'm gonna show you guys more what I got. Body wash, just some more back there. Laundry detergent all the way back there. Diaper bag, breast pump. It's some more things over there you can't really see. He also has some diapers and wipes down here. Clothes and stuff right here. This is his room right now, but all of this will be gone. Trust and believe it. He has his stroller over there, and his like a little. It's like a docker top, but I wasn't spending $200 on a docker top, so that works just fine. But this TV will be mounted on his wall, just so he when we're in here and I'm nursing him, or he's just sitting watching, he can have something to listen to or watch. So yeah, I am trying to find my like I said, I'm trying to find, this needs to be tighter. I am trying to find my Scotch tape I had, if I did not give it to my baby mama. If nobody knows who my baby mama is, this is my god kid's mother. I hope I didn't give it to her because I really need it right now. And I'm pretty sure I gave it to her. I did. It's okay. I have like regular tape, so it's fine. I have regular clear duct tape, so that works. Our baby shower is in January. We will, I don't know the date at this moment. I will also post it in the description down below the next time I make a video, and I know, or when I make a video and I know the date and stuff, and the P.O. box or my registry where you could send me baby things. Let me get some tape so I can start on Dada's thing. So, yeah. I need to find that tape, but oh well, I'm just gonna use the tape I have. But I don't need to be bending over like this, but I don't know where I put that tape. Pregnancy brain, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Pregnancy brain is crazy. Like, I literally just had the freaking tape, and now I don't know where I put the freaking tape. I'm getting frustrated. I am getting frustrated. I don't know what I did with the dang old tape, y'all. Okay, let me find this tape, y'all. I will be right back. Alright, y'all. So I finally found some tape. Boom. So this is like what exclusive she doesn't know specifically what I bought. But like I said, I bought some stuff. I also want to do a little story time while I am doing this, because I gotta catch all up on what happened to me in my car. So yeah. So before we get started, please hit that subscribe button, thumbs this video up, turn your post notifications so every time I upload, you get a ding, and comment down below. And yeah, so let's get started. Let me kind of like measure this out. Okay, wait, y'all. I just want to let y'all know I kind of lied about something, but I have said this is the first day of Vlogmas for us, which it is not. But so like there will be a video uploaded saying for December 1st, which like I said, that's gonna be our first video, but that I'm gonna upload. So this will be my second. So today is December 7th, and yeah, today is December 7th, so this will be Vlogmas day 2 for us and stuff like that. I don't need that much paper. So yeah. So I usually measure out typically what I need for my thing. so it's like just the right amount. So when I get ready to, like, you know, bring it in, it'll be nice and comfy. So y'all, let me tell y'all what happened to my car. So y'all, so I had went to Detroit and I had went to go pick up some little items that my ace had bought for the baby and stuff like that. So got down there, y'all. It is, I believe this happened Thursday of last week. Most likely it was Thursday of last week. And so we get down there. I let her know I'm on my way to come and get the stuff. And we get down there, y'all. Get the stuff. We was like literally there for like maybe 10 minutes, if that. Yeah, I say about 10 minutes because she had fell asleep before I got there, so I had to wake her up. But so I say about 10 minutes. So so after she did that, she said she was gonna meet me about an hour or whatever because she had to go get some more stuff from her mom's house. So listen, we leave. All of a sudden, the car starts acting up. Like, it was like jerking real hard, like wouldn't catch up to speed. If you guys are familiar with cars, you guys know that when you guys accelerate, on the left side of the dashboard you have the RPM and then you have the acceleration. So it tells you you're going 10, 20, 30 miles per hour. So basically, as my baby was driving, so basically as she was pushing on the gas, basically as she was pushing on the gas, the car wouldn't accelerate. So I'm like, what the heck is wrong with my car? Because I just got, like, nothing was wrong with my car when I got here. So what's wrong with my car? Why is it acting like this? Like, we had to pull over and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I wonder what's wrong with it. As we trying to, like, now we can't really go too many places. Like, we can't really, like, pull over so many places because of, we were in downtown Detroit. So we couldn't really go too many places to just, like, pull over or whatever because we, like I said, we was in downtown Detroit. So we lifted the hood because as we were driving, the freaking, check engine light came on. I'm like, what is wrong with my car? Y'all, I could not drive my car. As I was like, so babe was like, well, why don't we just turn it off, let it like, rest a little bit, you know, maybe because we hadn't been to Detroit in about a couple months, so maybe it just wasn't used to the drive or whatever. So, and plus of the cold, so why don't you just let it rest for a little bit and then turn it off and then we'll turn it back on and stuff like that and then go from there. I said, cool. So like I said, I did that. I should do this a different way because I'm gonna have access right there. So so we let it rest for like, I don't know, it was like 20, I'd say about 20 minutes. So I was like, you know what, we are downtown. How about we try and make it to my grandmother's house and let it rest there because I was going to see my great grandmother. And I was like, okay, well, because when we started driving after we left, after I sat for 20 minutes, it kind of started running okay. But I was like, you know what? Let's try and make it back to a safe place by my family or whatever. So, just in case I have to, like, you know, stop or whatever and stuff like that. Look at my big belly. Y'all, sorry, I gotta cut. But, so, did that. We made it to there. Now, mind you, our plan was not to go home that same night because she wanted to go see her sister and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, we go see your sister. I don't mind. It's not nothing that phases me. You know, we go see your sister. So, but her sister lived out down. My grandmother lives out on 7 Miles. If anybody's familiar with Detroit, they know exactly where that is. So, she wanted to go see her sister. Her sister lives out on 16 Mile and Gratiot. So, I was like, dang, we got to find a way out there because our hotel was like right down the street from where her sister was. So, babe was like, well, why don't we just try and make it okay, so let me back up a little bit. So when we got to my great grandmother's house, she was in the bed, so I really didn't want to disturb her. So I kind of like went and seen her for a little bit for like 10 minutes, used the bathroom or whatever, and then we left. We made it to the hotel, and then we were able to make it to her sister's house. Now let me tell y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. We was driving. We had to take the back roads. What we consider back roads, if people don't know, is not the freeway. So we took the back roads or whatever. And when we took the back roads, you know, it took us a little minute to get there because, once again, we had to drive slow because the car was not picking up to speed. And so, did that, made it there, checked in, made it to her sister's house. No, we made it to her sister's house first because I was like, well, why don't we just make it to your sister's house, stay for a little bit, let the car rest, and then we'll go to the hotel. Because once I get to the hotel, I'm going to want to just sit down. I ain't going to want to go back out because I'm pregnant. Listen, okay? Now, y'all, I am, like, stressed a little bit because I'm like, man, what the fuck am I going to do? I don't know, like, I don't know what to do at this point. I can't afford to be stranded 2 hours away from home because I live freaking 2 hours away. So, and stuff like that. Now, crazy thing is, before we got down here, before we left home, babe was like, well, why don't we take my car? I was like, no, it's okay. We can take my car. I'm fine with it. Because she had needed gas. So I was like, instead of us just going to, like, make gas, put gas in the car and stuff like that, why don't we just, like, take my car? She like, okay, yeah, we can do that. So we took my car. Lord, I should have just listened to her when she said we should have just took my car. Because we wouldn't have got stranded. Y'all, like I said, we made it to her sister's house. We let the car sit for a minute. We was there for like an hour and a half, I think. So we let the car sit for a minute. Y'all, when we got ready to leave, I don't think we let the car warm up enough. But y'all, it was cold as fuck in that car, and I did not fucking feel like sitting there waiting on the motherfucking car to warm up, because it seemed like the car needed to warm up about like a half an hour or whatever. But I didn't feel like sitting there. We was only going 5 minutes away, because that's what a hotel was. We'll make it. Y'all, I shouldn't have did that, y'all. I should have just fucking let it do it. I should have just let the car rest for longer. So she got ready to back up, y'all. And the fucking car, like, kind of, not stalled, but, people say it stalled, but basically it kind of, like, as she was, like, in reverse, it kind of was, like, sliding back. and then it was like made a big old boom sound, like boom, and then it jumped into gear. I was like, what the fuck? Now mind you, it's like 8 o'clock at night, so I can't really do nothing at this time because ain't no place, no mechanic place open right now. So I don't know what to do. So like, you know what? We just gonna fucking say, I don't know. I was panicking. I was panicking. I was stressed because like nobody understands how it feels to just all of a sudden everything's wrong. Something goes wrong with your car. Like when you keep up with everything and stuff like that, it's like, what the fuck wrong with my motherfucking car? Like, and I'm not like a lot of these YouTubers out here or whatever, who's like well known, got money and all that stuff, that can just go buy a car whenever they fucking feel like it. I live paycheck to paycheck, okay? So, like I said, I got stressed because I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Why is it acting like this? And, you know, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know, why is it acting like this? So, it started, like I said, it was like, boom, as it jumped into gear. So, I was like, oh my God, babe. She's like, well, maybe we should have let it heat up some more. And I was like, well, I didn't know. I don't know. So, I did that. We made it to the hotel. We had to drive slow. Have the lights on with everything. Because I didn't know what was wrong with her. And, did that. Made it to the hotel. I'm not going to lie to y'all, bro. I was ready to go home at this point because I'm stressed and everything. Y'all, me and Bae got into it and everything that night because I wanted to go home. She didn't want to go home because she was tired of drive. She didn't want to drive. She thought the car needed to be sitting and whatever. But I'm not like everybody else. I think about the pros and cons or whatever of things. Bae likes to just think of the pros. She don't like to think of no negative stuff about it. And I'm not that type of person. I like to think about the negatives because there's always a negative in a situation. I get it. You're not supposed to think about the negatives and everything, but you have to sometimes. So, sorry, the baby kicking. So, like I said, we got into an argument that night. Everything, like a big argument over the fact that I wanted to go home, and I was frustrated because I didn't want to be stranded 2 hours away. I knew that the car would drive because it was driving. We just would have to take our time. Now, if we would have left that night,
I started having like this real sharp pain. So I had to kind of like, you know, let it take its course. As you can see, my mind got the racing. Like, uh-oh, bitch.
if we would have left that night, all right, y'all. So let me try and remember what I was saying. So like I said, basically, like, I was just exhausted and me and her got into it. And like I said, I wanted to go home because I didn't want to be stranded 2 hours away from home. Like, because who knew, like, when I was going to be able to go home. And it was a Thursday and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, like I said, me and Bae got into it really, really, really bad, y'all. Really, really, really bad. That's, like, the first bad argument we done had since we got married. But, I think I stayed up to like 4 o'clock. I was crying because I wanted to go home. Like, nobody understands how it feels to be stranded in a fucking 2 hours away from home, not knowing how you're going to get home or nothing like that. And so, I was like, you know what? I need to go home. Stuff. Like, me and they got into it real bad, like, to the point where, like, I told her, I would leave your ass down here if you don't want to go home. Shit, I always talking home. I wasn't about to leave her. I just want to see what she was going to say. But looks like that's what it was going to be. So, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm ready to go home. Like, she didn't want to get up and drive, nothing. So I'm like, I can't drive right now. I can't drive any longer because I'm pregnant. So Bae doesn't want me driving, like, at all. But, she was like, you know what? Um, I'm not going to. So, like I said, we got into a big argument, girl, y'all. And she just, like, was like, she thought I left her. And I didn't leave her. I just pulled around the damn corner of the hotel, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I pulled around the corner of the damn hotel and laid there for a minute because I was so tired. I just wanted her to leave me alone and stuff. But anyways, let's go to the next day. Next day come, and basically I had told her, well, okay, this is what I'm about to say before I got interrupted. Do you guys know how when something goes wrong, you guys have a bad feeling like something's not going to work or whatever? They kept telling me, stop having that feeling. You don't know what's going to happen. I had just kept telling her, like, for some reason, I feel like we're not going to be able to get home. I'm not going to be able to drive my car home. She like, no, yes, we are. Don't think like that. Woo, woo, woo. I said, babe, no, for some reason, I just feel like we're not going to be able to get home. Like, this car's not going to make it home. She's like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Stop thinking like that. Woo, woo. I was right. So, how we figured out the car wasn't going to make it home was because I had called, well, first we had to figure out what was wrong with the car. And we had to, like I said, figure out what was wrong with the car. Now, it is a Friday. With COVID, a lot of places are not doing walk-ins or whatever. So, I was calling different places. Everybody's like, well, you need an appointment. And I'm like, I ain't finna make no damn appointment. I don't even live here. I ain't got no money to be, like, freaking staying for days at a time. So, we found one place, Meineke, and they told me that they could get me in today. I just had to make my way. I told them, okay, I'll make my way, but it may be a little bit because I am, because of my car, so it may take me a little bit to get there. He's like, okay, just bring it in. We'll look at it and see what happens. And so I had to ask them, like, when they had did it, like, how much it's going to cost, because, you know, these places out here, they be mechanics out here, or these auto shops, they be charge you just to even look at your car. So, you know, whatever. Brought it up there, whatever, like that. Like I said, we drove it. We went to her mom's house because where we were on 16 mile, basically, the repair shop was on 23 mile. And so basically he was like, well, we brought the court, like, I tried to drive it. He asked me, did it stall out on me? And I was like, no, never start out on me, but, you know. And he was like, well, it's the transmission. The transmission? How is the transmission? Now listen, y'all. My car is a 2015 Nissan Sentra. Okay? 2015 Nissan Sentra. Honey, how can a transmission go out on a car just like that? And it's like, well, how were you keeping up with your, oil change and stuff like that? Yeah, I was keeping up with my oil changes. Why wouldn't I keep up with my oil change? I'm still paying the car note on that car. What I look like? Just letting it fucking just go to waste. No, I pay too much money every 2 weeks for that. I'm gonna have to do once a month. No. But basically, it's my transmission. My transmission went out on the 2015 Nissan Sentra. Now, when I got the car 3 years ago, because when I got the car, it was 2 years old. So, Yeah, when I had the car, I was 2 years old. So if it's 2 years old, I got the car. So when I got the car, like I said, it was 2 years old. It had like 42,000 miles on there. Did all that. Out of the 3 years that I've had the car, I've only put 100,000 miles on there out of 3 years. A lot of people are like, oh, dang, that's a lot. No, that's not a lot for a car that's been in someone's possession for 3 years. When it already had almost 50,000 miles on there. Yeah, I just start crying. Like, what I'm gonna do? Like, a transmission is a fucking car note. Like, that's expensive. Like, how am I gonna sit here and pay for another car note? Like, transmission. Like, who got the money for that? Not I. Not me. Not I, said cat. Not I. So I'm stressed, I'm crying, and then babe just come like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, babe, I'm stressed, like, nobody understands, like, I don't got that money right now. So now the mission was to try and get it home 2 hours away. A lot of tow companies don't want to do that. Or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Then, man, I had to drive it. Well, I didn't drive it, but I got it towed an hour away. That was freaking $300. $300, y'all. 300. That's a lot of freaking money. So I was like, you know what? How about we just do it an hour away, and then I'll just leave it overnight, try to figure out how to get it home. So next day, I end up getting it home. I drove it home. Like, I drove it home and everything. Man, when I tell y'all, this was... My baby is just... My baby out there just sitting cold. Man, so I called the dealership where I got it from. And I'm like, well, I just want to know how my car's 5 years old and I just got, and the transmission go out. He talking about something, well, maybe we can get you out of it. Y'all better do something. Because Wynita ain't paying for it. Not me. Not I, said the cat. No. I'm not paying for it. You better get that. I don't know what to tell you. Because I ain't paying for it, boo-boo. So, they like, well, maybe we'll see if we can do it. And I told them, like, I ain't got no money to put down. So, I want you to know that I don't got no money. Man, when I say I was upset, y'all, I was upset. Upset, y'all. Y'all. I had a long freaking weekend. Then I started my new job today. So, like, that was another stress that was on my mind. So, I started a new job today and everything. Like, stressed. Like, I'm stressed, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna try. I have an appointment Saturday to go see what they can do about my car. I don't know. And then go from there. Man. I just want some. I wish I just had $1 million so I could just give me another car and have it paid off completely so I don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And be able to pay my bills and stuff because, honey, living paycheck to paycheck ain't it. But, I finished wrapping her gift. Yeah, I hope y'all like it. It's like really pretty. I got it like this way. Boom. Sides. Back. Side. Oh, I did good wrapping. Before y'all go, please hit that subscribe button. Thumbs this video up. Turn on your post notifications. And you know what? I am going to leave this as day number 1 for our Vlogmas. I'm gonna insert a clip probably in this video. I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. If you see 2 videos, it'll say Vlogmas Day 1 or 2 for us, even though it is December 7th. And then go from there. Ouch. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. And on that note, I will see you on my next video.
Dog, I look fucking retarded, bro.
Bye, y'all.